welcome to our show. I'm Addie.
And I am Daddy.
And together we are Bookworm and Daddy.
We're extremely happy that all of you have decided to join us today for the Bookworm and Daddy show, where each month Addie and I will review the most interesting children's and young adult books that she's been reading.
Hopefully they'll be good.
Hopefully they will.
So we invite you to tune in, and if you're listening on YouTube, please be sure to drop a like to our video and subscribe to our channel.
And if you're listening at booksandnewsradio.com, be sure to follow us on Twitter at booksnewsradio to keep up to date with this show and all of our other programs. So Addie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm just excited to tell everybody about my books for this month.
Well, all right. Don't keep us in suspense then. Tell us exactly what books we're going to be reviewing.
This month we're reviewing Stick Cat, A Tale of Two Kitties by Tom Watson and Comic Squad Recess. Comic Squad Recess has comics written by 10 authors.
Wow, that's a lot of writers.
Yep, the comics are by Jennifer and Matt Holm, Jared Krasaska, he once came to my school.
Wow.
Dave Pilkey, Dan Santat, Raina Telgemeier, and Dave Roman. Ursula Vernon, Eric White, and Jean Lewin Yang.
Wow, that's a whole mouthful.
And both books are edited and published by Scholastic Book Publishers.
Awesome. Well, all right, let's get started then. Let's start with Stick Cat, because I love cats.
Me too. Cats are so funny because they make silly mistakes and they can be scared of little things.
Yeah, they can be. Well, Tom Watson is also the author of Stick Dog. Have you read that one?
No, I haven't. But you wouldn't have to read that one to understand Stick Cat.
Okay, good. Well, go ahead and give us your summary of Stick Cat, A Tale of Two Kitties then, without giving away any spoilers.
Okay, so the book is about the same boy who draws Stick Dog, only this time one of his classmates gives him the idea to draw a Stick Cat. So he starts drawing Stick Cat and the cat who lives in the apartment next door. Her name is Edith. She is a fat cat who is really funny because she tries to go through a hole they made in the bathroom cabinet wall, and she gets stuck. Her and Stick Cat also see Mr. Music, who tunes pianos and plays them, but he got stuck. So Stick Cat and Edith have to go and try to help him. The story is about their adventures trying to get across from the alley from their building to Mr. Music's building to help him get unstuck from the piano.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a really good story.
It is.
You know what? It also reminds me of that movie. What's the Secret Life of Pets?
Yeah, that's right. Only this is with two cats, not any dogs.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I'm assuming they make it across the street to help Mr. Music?
Yes, they did. And it's really, really funny how they helped him get unstuck. But I'm not going to tell you how. You'll just have to read the book for yourself.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe I will. And hopefully our readers will, or listeners will too. But tell me, what was your favorite thing about the book? Or what was it about the book that made you want to keep reading it?
My favorite thing about the book was that Stick Cat and Edith try to help Mr. Music get out of the piano, but naturally, cats can't help people get unstuck. I liked the book because of all the things that happened to them when they tried to get Mr. Music's house. It was all funny.
I bet it was. Well, was there a part or parts that you didn't like so much?
No, not really. The book is not a long one. Plus, it has pictures of everything that's happening all through the book.
And what did you think about reading a book with pictures in it?
The pictures really help you see what's happening, and if you don't know how to visualize it, so I liked it. I thought they were really helpful.
Okay, well, do you think that cats really act the way they do in the book in real life?
In most of the parts they do, but helping people get unstuck from pianos and getting electrified in weird ways. No, not in real life. Cats can't really do those things, and they can't be put in a position that makes them look like a towel and get their ears hung by really painful clips. But it was really funny to read.
Okay, well, sounds like you really enjoyed it. So how many bookworms would you rate Stick Cat, A Tale of Two Kitties?
I'd give it 4.5 bookworms because it was really funny.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, folks. Addie gives Stick Cat, A Tale of Two Kitties 4.5 bookworms. That is quite awesome. So hopefully that will inspire some of our listeners to go read it for themselves. Alright, well, we need to take a quick break here, but when we come back, we'll be doing Addie's review of
Comic Squad Recess!
So, stay tuned and we'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. Before the break, Addie gave her review of Stick Cat, A Tale of Two Kitties, and she rated it.
I gave Stick Cat 4.5 bookworms.
And now, Addie's going to give you her review of
Comic Squad Recess!
Comic Squad Recess. So, this book is a collection of comics, and, I remember seeing you walk around the house carrying this book everywhere, so it must have been really, really good.
Yes, it was very good. Like the title says, all of the comics in the book are about recess. There are 8 different stories about some very funny things that could happen during recess. One story is about a superhero lunch lady fighting a monstrous pizza. Another one is about 2 squirrels and a magic acorn. There's Baby Mouse and there's Jiminy Sprinkles and a freeze tag. That is my favorite one in the whole book. That one is about a cupcake named Jiminy, and he meets a friend at school named Goober. During recess, they meet a bunch of mean vegetables who want to play a game of dodge tag, but they get everybody out on the first try. Jiminy wants to play another game. He wants to play freeze tag, so he eats a peppermint and gets freeze breath. It is so cool and funny when they come back the next day and they all want to play again.
Whoa, wow, now, who knew so many weird and funny things could happen at lunchtime or at recess?
But wait, there's also the Rainy Day Monitor. This one is also my favorite because it is about 2 kids who want to play kickball, but it starts to rain, so they have to play inside. A Rainy Day Monitor comes to them. She is a 5th grader and totally boring, but she makes them play a board game, and they have to use their imaginations to come up with some really cool characters. One is like Iron Man, another is the best soccer player in the universe, and one is even like President Obama. Then one of the girls' teams, and then on the girls' teams, she has Dinozilla, Princess Prickly Pear, and Zack from One Dimension. These 2 imaginary teams have to battle of kickball. It is so awesome, but to find out what happens when the rain stops, you'll have to read the book.
Aw, you do that to me all the time, but you know what? That's a really good way to get me to read the book, just like it should be for our listeners. So, Addie, what's the best thing about this book?
How funny all the stories were.
How funny, I bet. So, what about the format? You liked it being in all comics?
Yes, I did. If it was a real long story, I probably would not have liked it as much. But because they were comics, you could see all of the pictures as you're reading. That makes it so good.
So, I think I already know the answer to this one then, but how many bookworms would you give Comic Squad Recess?
I just loved it so much. I'd give it this book 5 bookworms.
5 bookworms, yay! Comic Squad gets 5 bookworms from Addie. Well, okay guys, it looks like that's it. That's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed the show and the reviews. Addie and I want to thank you so much for joining us for Bookworm and Daddy.
Yeah, thank everyone for listening. And we want to remind you that if you're listening on YouTube, please drop a like to our video and remember to subscribe to our channel so you will know when we post the next episode.
We'll leave a link for the next episode down below, but remember also that if you're listening on booksandnewsradio.com, remember to follow us on Twitter at BooksRadio for updates on this show and all of our programs.
If you want more information on the books I have reviewed today or have suggestions for the books you want me to review, send us a note at info@booksnewsradio.com.
Well, thanks again, guys, for listening, and we will see you next time on Bookworm and Daddy. Bye!